Welcome, champions. Let's dive into one of the trickiest parts of your English exam, the sound system. Today, we are going to absolutely master the 12 pure vowels, also known as monophthongs, and turn any confusion you have into total confidence. You know the one I'm talking about, right? That question in the oral English section where you are just left guessing. Which one has the same sound? Well, after this, you are not going to be guessing anymore. Let's make sure you lock in every single one of those marks. So here's our game plan. We'll start with what these sounds even are. Then we'll meet the 12 key sounds you absolutely need to know. After that, we'll uncover the common traps examiners love to set, practice with real past questions, and then wrap it all up with a powerful exam day strategy. Let's get to it. So what on earth is a monophthong? I know, the name sounds super complicated, but trust me, the idea behind it is actually really simple. Let's break it down. Okay, the key thing to remember is that it's a single, pure sound. Your mouth stays in one position from the beginning to the end. Go on, try it with the vowel in sit. Say it slowly. E, E. You feel that? Your tongue and lips, they don't move. That right there is a pure vowel. No gliding, no changing. Simple as that. All right. Let's meet the main players. When it comes to your WAEC, JAM, or NECO exams, there are exactly 12 of these pure vowel sounds that you need to have in your toolkit. That is the magic number, just 12. I know it might seem like a lot right now, but once you learn to recognize them, you'll start hearing them everywhere. Mastering these 12 is your direct path to a higher score. And here it is. This is your ultimate cheat sheet. Seriously, this chart has every single pure vowel you will be tested on. I'd recommend you pause right here, take a screenshot, or just jot this down. Your job is to connect each symbol with the sound you hear in those example words. Now, a really simple way to organize this in your head is just by length. We've got 7 short, quick vowels and 5 long ones. And here is a pro tip. How do you spot a long vowel symbol? Just look for the 2 dots, that colon right after it. That is your signal for a longer sound, like the difference between the long E in beat and the short I in beat. Okay, so knowing the sound is half the battle. Now let's talk about how to use that knowledge to really get an edge. It's time to uncover the common traps examiners love to set for students. All right, listen up, because this is the number 1 trap. This is the big one that costs students so many marks. It's the difference between the A sound in cat and the E sound in kettle. Now, they can sound kind of similar in just casual conversation, but in an exam, getting this right is absolutely critical. Examiners are listening for the specific distinction. This slide shows the mistake perfectly. So many of us pronounce bad, so it rhymes with bed. But the standard for these exams needs that open A sound. Practice it with me right now. A, as in cat, bag, bad. You've got to train your ear and your mouth to make that difference crystal clear. Now let's meet the secret superstar of vowels, the schwa. Is the most common sound in English, but is also the laziest and the weakest. It's that little unstressed sound that you find everywhere, like the A in about or the E in teacher. Trust me, spotting the schwa is a true secret weapon on exam day. Theory is great, but putting it into practice is what really counts. So let's test our new skills with real questions pulled directly from past exams. Okay, here is our first challenge from a past WAEC paper. Take a look and say each word out loud. Go on. Hat, pat, cat, cart. Which one has that very distinct ah sound we've been practicing? If you picked cat, you are absolutely spot on. That is our tricky ah sound. And did you notice the distractors? Heart, part, and cart. They all share that long ah vowel sound. Excellent work. Let's try another one. This time from a jam paper. The key word is cup. We're hunting for that sound. Your options are food, good, come, and blood. Which one is the match? The correct answer is C, come. Both cup and come share that same short sound. Now hold on, this is a great example of a tricky question because technically, blood also has the same sound. In cases like this, where there might be more than one correct option, you have to look at the spelling patterns. The O in come is a much more common way to spell this sound than the O in blood, which is probably why it was the intended answer. It's a fantastic reminder to really know your patterns. You are doing brilliantly. Now let's lock all this information in with a clear, simple strategy you can use on exam day to answer any monophthong question with total confidence. Okay, here is your 4-step exam plan. 1. When you see a question, say the word silently to yourself. 2. Immediately get rid of any options that are obviously diphthongs, those gliding vowels. 3. Add home practice with minimal pairs, like sit, sit, to really sharpen your ear. And 4, and this one is key, record yourself. Hearing your own pronunciation is the absolute fastest way to build that muscle memory. So let's do a final review of the absolute core facts. Remember, there are just 12 pure vowels, 7 short, 5 long. Your secret weapon is recognizing that lazy schwa sound, and the number one trap you're going to avoid is mixing up the ah and eh sounds. You master these points and you are set for success. So why does all this matter so much? Because this isn't just some abstract lesson. This knowledge is a direct path to grabbing 5, 6, maybe even 8 more marks on your final paper. I mean, that could be the difference between a B and an A. This is time very well spent. Once you've completely mastered these 12 pure vowels, you'll be ready to take on the next level, diphthongs. But for now, just focus on these 12. Practice them, listen for them, and go on them in your exam. You've got this.
That's it for today. Great job following along. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more easy-to-understand lessons. And hey, want to practice more questions and get step-by-step solutions? Visit www.examkp.com right now and keep learning smarter.